Yes, you're on mute. He's on mute.
There we are. Let's get it started.
Greetings. Welcome to the TapaPank podcast. I am Jaylene Owens, and this is my friend and my co-host,
Justin Jane.
There's a lot of gray in the world. We think it needs a little more Pank. TapaPank. We are Philly-based, multi-hyphenated, and award-winning actors taking on all things arts and culture in this joy-forward and ever-playful variety podcast. You are listening to our theme song composed by Jordan McCree, member of the band Ill Dudes. We welcome you, Pank Poppas, both old and new. Please rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. We appreciate y'all. And with that, let's get it started.
Yes. Good morning in Philadelphia.
Ooh.
It is our brunch episode. It has been a minute, and since we've been able to podcast together, but it feels so good to be reunited. For our listeners at home, we are taping this episode at a special brunch time because of my wacky schedule, as I am double duty performing in minor character at the Wilma Theater and directing The Chinese Lady at Interact Theater. So in honor of this daytime episode, we are pouring the coffee and getting the bagels ready to have as our TapaPank before we catch up and hear all about our hot topic today.
Whew. Yes. Good morning. Paul says, Pank morning to you, and Pank morning to you as well, Paul. For our hot topic today, we'll be talking about my history with open mics and what they mean to me in the poetry community, why I started my poetry series at the Wilma, and much more. So just, stay tuned.
You know what I am staying tuned for are those nails. I just have to see them. What are the... Ooh, I like these.
These are just some regular press-ons from the drugstore, from the beauty supply. Like, press-ons have come a long way.
They really have. There's...
Listen.
For our listeners, they're like a nice teal, and every single one is different. There's like an emerald one.
Yeah.
That makes me think of The Wiz. I love that song where they keep changing the colors in the Emerald City. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I'm going to need my breakfast fuel to talk about all these things. So instead of our typical Poppa drank, let's see what plates we are sharing with our TapaPank.
Yes, TapaPank. All right. Get your plate so we can clank.
It's time for that. TapaPank. TapaPank. And cheers. And cheers. Arriba, abajo, al centro, pa' dentro.
Jiggle me sacada. Mabuhay. Yes.
Jaylene, what are you eating for brunch today?
Well, so I talked about this on my social media, but I haven't talked about it on TapaPank yet. So I will do that now. So I have fibroids. And for those that don't know, fibroids are benign tumors that can grow in and around the uterus of a woman. So I am on a 62-day journey to try and eliminate these fibroids holistically through diet and exercise. So I'm currently in phase 2. Phase 2 is 42 days. Wow. And in this phase, it means that I'm primarily eating only like raw foods. So mostly fruits, mostly raw fruits. So here today for my TapaPank, I have an avocado, as avocados are a fruit. They have a big seed. And I've added some Himalayan black salt. And I've added some everything bagel seasoning to spice it up. And for my drink, I have distilled water with chlorophyll inside. Chlorophyll is, the substance that gives, spinach and all of that. It's green color. So my bottle is pink and blue, but then also the water is green, so it just looks really
Yeah,
cool.
I just have to tell our listeners what you just showed, which is this massive. How many gallons is that? 1
This
gallon?
is 1 gallon.
1 gallon. But it looked like iced coffee, and I thought you were gonna be like, I'm just drinking a gallon of iced coffee for my brunch.
No, that is not what I'm doing. This is chlorophyll water. So that is my
Okay.
TapaPank.
What does chlorophyll water taste like? Plants?
Well, you can get chlorophyll that is flavored with like a little mint
All
taste, or
right.
you can get it plain. Mine has the little mint taste. It tastes kind of like a little bit like almost like seaweed.
Yum.
Yummy. But
Phase 2.
but I am definitely used to it at this point. It's great when it's cold, but yeah, I'm used to the taste at this point.
Right.
It tastes fine. So yes, what are you having for your TapaPank today?
Okay. I know that food never looks good on camera unless like you're a professional food photographer, but I am eating this delicious breakfast sandwich from a place called Vanilla, which is here in my neighborhood in Philadelphia, East Passyunk. Are you there or are you frozen?
Am I back?
You're back.
Sorry, my internet switched from the router to the Wi-Fi.
I know, but you froze just at the right time. You were just like, it looked like you were listening, and then I was like, oh, she's frozen. Yo, I have to tell you, I had this call back yesterday for a show, and it was on Zoom. And it was supposed to be like a 10-minute callback, and it ended up being like 35, 40 minutes. Not in the good way. It's because the casting office's like Wi-Fi was cutting in and out. So they would like give me direction. I'd start acting. I'd look, and there was nothing on the screen. And then they'd come back and they'd be like, "We're so sorry. Could you do it again? You're doing great. How about this?" And then wash, rinse, repeat. And then I do it again, and then like I look, and the Zoom is closed.
No.
I was like, I'm not gonna get this part. There's no way in hell I'm gonna get this part. Anyway, for my TapaPank, I have my iced coffee, which is from Rival Brothers, and then this amazing breakfast sandwich from a place called Vanilla here in South Philly. Now they were voted the best bagels by Philadelphia Magazine in 2018. So if that doesn't give you an indication on how good these are, you have to see it for yourself. But they have like Middle Eastern style flavors, and so the breakfast sandwich I'm having this morning is a za'atar breakfast sandwich, breakfast bagel with fried salami, egg, and cheese. And they have like pastries like feta and spinach and cheese and mushroom and more za'atar flavors, lox, all of it. So, Jaylene, next time you are in my hood, we're going there.
Well, after my diet is over.
Yes, after your diet is over. I'm sure they have an avocado and some salt and some chloroform.
Not chloroform, chlorophyll. Oh my gosh.
So, Pank Papas, what are you brunching on today and why? Let us know in the chat. Thank you for all of you that are tuning in to have your breakfast and coffee with us. It's so nice to see you while the sun is out.
I know, right? It's always so dark at night when we.
I know. I always feel like we are vampires. Speaking of vampires, let's go to Pank News. This is the segment where we talk about anything we're vibing on this week in arts and culture. And this could be anything from a theater show we've seen to pop culture events and visual art. So what are we talking about today, Jaylene? What is in the news? I'm going to have my sandwich.
Yeah. Well, I am just vibing on fall, autumnal cultural events. Okay. So the pumpkin patches, the apple picking, the flower farms, all of the things. That's what I'm vibing on, particularly Holland Ridge Farms in Freehold, New Jersey. So they are currently doing their sunflower installation.
Ooh.
And I've had the privilege to visit twice already. If you follow me on social media, you know that I was there earlier this year when they had their tulips out. And I was shot by Campbell O'Hare took my photos then. And so this time they have sunflowers. There are literally millions of sunflowers that are there, in all different kinds. I saw white sunflowers, which I have never seen before. I saw red sunflowers, which I have never seen before. I saw sunflowers that were yellow and red at the same time. It's amazing. And so yeah, and they have all these different types of like little things that you could take pictures in front of. Very Instagram friendly. And so it was just great. And this time my photographer was friend of the podcast and former guest, Brianna Goss. So it was just great. So if you have a chance to go, I definitely recommend it. They close on October 31st. So that's
did you pick any apples or pumpkins or pumpkin apples?
You can pick the flowers to take with you. There is a sign for apple picking and stuff, but it's not in Holland Ridge Farms, but I think it's along that same path.
Did you bring home some sunflowers? Can you do that free? Or like
you have to pay for them, but they're like $1. Yeah. It was really cool. It was really, really cool. What are you vibing on in Pank news?
Oh, well, there's big news because the Wilma is back, y'all. The Wilma Theater here in Philadelphia is the place where Jaylene and I are part of the acting company, the Hot House. The Hot House starts this Monday, so we are going to be in full force very soon. But we opened minor character on Saturday night, and the audiences and reviews have been glowing. The socially distanced, fully vaxxed, and masked audiences felt slightly strange, but I think this is the new way of going to live theater. But the show has been a hit, and I never thought 6 translations of Uncle Vanya at the same time could work. But it has been. And we play for only 2 more weeks here in October, which will be followed by a couple weeks of streaming the film production. So any of our listeners out there that aren't in Philadelphia, you have a chance to see some of the work that Jaylene and I do. But it has also felt very emotional to get out of the show at night and see Broad Street packed with all of the shows getting out at the same time, the Kimmel, the Academy, all flooding the streets with people leaving shows. It feels like pre-pandemic, and it makes me hopeful for the return of our jobs. And in terms of the regional theaters here in Philadelphia, the Wilma is one of the first to be offering live in-person performances. So it feels good to be at the front end of it this theater season. So I'll be sharing more information later on in this episode if listeners are interested in checking out the piece, and I hope you do.
Yes. Now, seeing you, I was there on opening night. I had the privilege of being in the audience at first opening night since pre-pandemic. And that certainly just left me feeling so tickled, Pank. Which brings us to our next segment, Tickled Pank. Now, Tickled Pank is where we usually talk about something that has recently been bringing us joy and is a bit of a catch up for Justin and I. And since it has been a while since we've been together, Justin, what has you tickled Pank?
I've got a few things that I want to share that are tickling me Pank. So between teaching, directing, and acting, I've had very little time to do anything other than work. But I will say all the people and all the students, some who might be listening right now, that I work with continually tickle me Pank. It is such a joy to constantly be surrounded by actors and artists. I get to laugh pretty much my whole day and be surrounded by thinkers whose ideas constantly inspire me and give me energy, even when I feel like I can barely stand anymore. So that said, I have gotten a couple of episodes in here and there of The Circle's latest season. The Circle is just so trashy.
One of the contestants went to Ithaca. I know him.
Can you tell me who? Do you remember who?
Matt. Is that giving stuff away? No, it's not. He is the one that plays. He's catfishing as Ashley.
You know him?
Yeah, we went to Ithaca together.
Wait, was he a theater person?
I believe so. And then he switched, like, since coming out of Ithaca, he's like very into like the fitness stuff and all of that. Like he doesn't act anymore, but I'm pretty sure when we were in Ithaca, he was in the Dillingham building, which is how I knew him. I'm pretty sure about that.
Everybody on TV is an actor. Everyone on TV is an actor. Because yeah, but I'm so excited. That's really I'm 1 degree away from him. So I've been watching this latest season. And yeah, it does feel brainless and a little bit trashy, but which is the best thing that you can watch at the end of a long day. But I do want to say, in the middle of all of this, I was able to steal a dinner with Paul and go to Monster Vegan on Spruce Street near 13th. Do you know about Monster Vegan?
I've heard of it. Did I order from them on DoorDash? I don't know, but yes, I've heard of Monster.
They're relatively new, and it's in the spot where the old Villani is, and they make like vegan pastas.
Did not know Villani was gone.
Villani's gone.
Villani.
Replaced, but I think this it looks exactly the same on the inside.
Okay.
But they have like vegan pastas, sandwiches, small plates, and a massive cocktail list. And it's like super trendy and hip. They have like neon lights everywhere. I had a mushroom Alfredo pasta that was out of this world, and 2 kinds of meatballs that were made with Impossible meat. And I, as a true blue carnivore, I have to say, so it was so good. So for me to say something like that, that is a huge compliment. And I would love us to go there. So we have to go to Vanilla and we have to go to Monster Vegan here in Philadelphia. And any of our listeners that come visit us, you have to go there too.
Yes.
But Jaylene, I saw you post about a project that you were doing with Taj and Brianna. What was that? What that had me tickle pink.
Oh, yes. Well, before I say that, I just want to say that Monster Vegan trip in the future definitely tickles me pink. It also tickles me pink that, our Pank Poppers are saying what they're eating in the comments. And my dad said, we're having a plant-based burger and vegetable omelet. And I am so proud of that and happy that they are eating well and eating plant-based. I love it. So, maybe we're all going to go to Monster Vegan. Who knows?
Yes, I would love that.
But yes. Okay. So you asked me about the project I was posting about with Taj and Brianna. Yes. So one thing that has me tickle pink is that recently I shot two poetry videos within less than a week's time. And the first one that I did, was shot here in Philly by Brianna and Taj. And it's a great video. It's a poem that I have about the beauty of Black women and their braids. As you can see, well, for those who are watching, I have braids in right now, have some knotless braids in. And so it's just a poem celebrating that. And I am so excited to work with Brianna on this and work with Taj. Brianna served as the director. Taj Rausch, is that how you say his last name? Rausch. He was behind the camera. And so stay tuned. But I am very excited about that. That had me tickle pink. And then I shot something in New York, a poem. I'll talk about that later, but
it's working. What else has you tickle pink?
Yes. Also, since the last time we were here, I returned back to my poetry tour. It was only 2 schools because I'm not doing a full tour this year, but it was just great to return to the poetry stage. I did 2 performances. I did one at the Illinois Institute of Technology, and then I returned to the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. And it was just great to, feel the energy of the audience, to sign my books in person, and to just, share space with folks while I share my art. That's something I haven't done in a long time. And at Green Bay, one of the Black students shared with me that she was just really grateful for my performance because as a dark-skinned Black woman at the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay, she said it gets lonely. And she was saying how it was just so great and refreshing to see someone who looks like her, performing and succeeding. And she was just really thankful. Apparently she came to my performance last year. The last show I performed at before the pandemic was University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. And she was at that performance and she came again to this one this year. And it was just that tickled me all the way pink, warmed my
Mhm.
heart, all the things, because it just is a reminder of why I do what I do when it comes to my poetry. So it was just it
Yeah.
was great.
Did you like exchange info? Are you gonna keep checking in on her?
Oh, that would have been a good idea. I mean, she does have my information, so
Mhm.
hopefully she can reach out and whatnot. But it was really sweet, and yeah,
That's so meaningful. I feel like I've had that experience only like 2 or 3 times, at the Wilma, actually, like a student staying after and just being like, "Oh my gosh, you're the first person I've ever seen that looks like me on a stage." And I was like, "That's
mm,
amazing, and that's really moving."
mhm.
Um, which like makes me be like, "Yeah, that's largely why I do it." Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, just reflecting on my poetry and whatnot, and turns out that's the topic of our next segment, which is hot
Hot
topic.
topic. So, Hot Topic is the part of our show where we highlight either myself or Jaylene as we bring to the episode something that we are passionate about in relation to the theme that day. Now, since Jaylene is premiering this season's open mics at the Wilma with minor character, we thought it might be nice to share with our listeners a bit about that part of Jaylene's career and involvement with the theater. So, Jaylene, are you ready?
I
I'm going to ask you
am.
a whole bunch of questions about open mics. And maybe
Okay.
by the end of this, you can convince me to do my first open mic. So,
Ooh.
first off, tell us about the open mics at the Wilma. What are they? What have they looked like during the pandemic? When's the next one? And will it be in person? All of that kind of stuff.
Yes. So an open mic is an event where artists can sign up to perform. So that's why they say it's open, like it's almost like an open invitation for folks to come share their art. And, there are open mics for comedy, for poetry, for music, all the things. My open mic series at the Wilma is focused on poetry, music, and artwork. Now, so since I'm an actress and a spoken word poet, I really wanted to bring poetry to my theater home. I wanted to combine my two passions. So I started this series about 3 years ago now, and it's where I host open mics based on the themes of whatever is on our main stage. So we encourage folks to see the show and then create poetry, music, or artwork that is inspired by the show to share at the open mic. People can also bring work that they already have that is related to the themes of the show. And you can also just attend the open mic to listen, because we always have a feature. So a featured performer who like does a set after the open mic list is finished. So there's, whether you want to share or not, there's something for you to do. You can just listen. And yeah, those are.
Oh, I didn't know it was also artwork. I've attended a couple of these, but I've never seen somebody bring visual art. How
Yeah,
how often does that happen?
it's only happened one time, and it was
Okay.
actually from Brianna.
Oh.
She shared some artwork one time. But yeah, we hope that more people do that.
Well, maybe yours truly will bring some art because during minor character backstage, I've been like making little doodles that I've been
Oh,
really excited about. Maybe,
I would love
maybe.
that.
So wait, can you tell us about the specific minor character open mic? Like, what did you think of the show? Two questions.
Yes. So, okay. The minor character open mic will happen on Monday, October 18th at 7 p.m. So, for the podcast version of this episode, it comes out on Monday. So, if you're listening right now, the episode just came out, you're listening, the open mic is tonight, October 18th at 7 p.m. You can register at wilmertheater.org/event/open mic. And that's Wilma Theater with a ER. Now, while minor character is back on stage, our open mics are not quite there yet. So we will be on Zoom. Um, but I'm eager for them to come back, but it's gonna be virtual for right now. Now, my featured artist will be once again Brianna Goss. She is just like everywhere. So she's gonna be our feature. She'll perform after the open mic list is complete. So yeah, I'm just really excited. Again, this is based on the themes of minor character. I saw minor character and I really enjoyed it. I thought that you all, the cast, I thought you executed the play really, really well. Like it is truly visually appealing and it kept me engaged. I think the characters are going through all types of turmoil. So I'm really interested to see how artists react to just that amount of sadness and longing and despair that you see in the characters. Yeah, and even though the characters are experiencing all those things, the show is not just like woe is me. The show is actually has lots of very funny moments, lots of very beautiful moments, especially with the singing. But yeah, the characters are they going through it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We tried to tease out like hope in all of it. Chekhov, for any of our listeners out there that don't know, is just full of really miserable people living miserable lives and
Mhm.
trying at all costs to keep going. And I think this piece really captures all of the above and beyond,
Yeah.
because it's not just about the characters, it's actually about the actors too, which is really fun. So, Jaylene, tell me about your relationship to open mics in general. Like, how did you initially get into that circuit? And do you still attend others? I love stacking questions.
He does. I started my open mic experience in 2005.
Hmm.
This was after I did my first poetry slam as part of the Urban Word slam team. We competed at the Brave New Voices International Poetry Slam. And so after doing that and being surrounded by hundreds of poets, that's when I realized like, oh, this is a thing. Like spoken word is a thing. People are into it. People build their lives around this. People like involve poetry in all aspects of their daily lives. And so I was like, I wanted to be all in. And so since then I've been doing open mics. I don't really slam, which is compete. I don't really compete anymore, but
Hmm.
I do go to open mics. Pre-pandemic, I would go to quite a few open mics here in Philly. One of my favorite ones was called Pecola Breed Love, but they actually ended even before the pandemic, like not too long before the pandemic. Pecola Breed Love stopped, but that was one of my favorite open mics, started by Christopher K.P. Brown. And I would go every Tuesday, legit every Tuesday. I would go to this open mic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to be out at open mics more again, as things continue to open back up. But yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
place.
And I'm excited that you get to keep practicing with the Wilma open mics.
Hmm.
It's so fascinating that you write a new piece for every single one. How
Yeah.
are you doing with the one for minor character? I know this is a later question, but I'm just curious.
It's
It's under construction.
it's under construction. So we'll
Okay.
see.
So, what advice would you have for an open mic novice like me? What are some do's and don'ts? Two questions again.
I would say make sure that you know the rules of the open mic that you're
Uh-huh.
attending. They are all different. So some places let you do numerous pieces. Some places they keep it to one piece. Our open mic limit is one piece. Also be conscious of the length of your piece. Some people let you go on and on. Some people are like, keep it within a certain time frame. We say you get 5 minutes. You get one piece and you get 5 minutes. So make sure you keep
Mhm.
it in there because you do not want to be that poet or performer just going on and on and on. And then the host has to like give you a sign or cut your mic or whatever. So
Mhm.
just, be mindful. I will also say, you know, just practice your piece at least once before you go to the open mic so you can be comfortable with doing it. And also know your audience, know the vibes of where you are. If you have a good host, they should set the mood, set the stage. They should, right at the top tell you this is a welcoming environment, showing a lot of love. So if you're nervous, the host should assure you that everybody's going to show you love. So don't be too nervous. Get up there, just relax, do your thing, have fun. But also know who you're around in terms of your content, while censorship is not something that you typically do at an open mic, you still need to check what you're saying. You don't want to be like coming into a crowd and start just saying some off the wall like racist stuff or hate speech or something like that, where that's not the vibe for that. This is not that's not what we do here. So just kind of feel the vibes, relax, know that you're supported, and have fun. That would be my recommendation.
Okay. I feel pumped. Maybe one day I'll share a thing at an open mic. Maybe Monday one day.
Monday. Yes.
I guess maybe if you like just break the seal, then it gets easier. Well, you get bitten by the bug. You're like, oh, I want to keep doing it. I do love.
Side note, a lot of the Hot House members at the Wilma can write some freaking poetry. Every time we have to do like an exercise or I lead a workshop, y'all be killing the game with the poetry. And I just hope that some more folks from Hot House attend the open mic and share their work, because we have some amazing artists, not just acting wise. They be writing, also they be drawing. Hello, Justin.
Hello. I'll share.
I hope that y'all come out and share.
Yeah, I love going to the open mics, and it's like it's always so tricky because that's like our day off, our one day off. But in this new dawn, I guess this is a little bit going back to Pank News. There's this campaign now to really get rid of the 6-day work week and the 10 out of 12s. Anybody on social media might be seeing these. If you're related to any theater people, you'll be seeing like these campaigns, which I wholly support and the Wilma supports. So now that I'm having 2 days off a week, maybe we can see each other more at our open mics. But my last question for you, Jaylene.
For me.
Any chance we can get a small preview of the poem you're working on? Just one. Or just a line, one line. One line.
Yes. Amazing.
That is good. You know, at one point that word was so hard for us. Just this morning I made flashcards for Emmy with the words the, can, and I. Yeah. And it's so tricky. You're like, oh right, words are really, really difficult to learn.
Well, that's your one word. That's your preview.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Somewhere in the poem.
Well, I can't wait for the open mic for Minor Character. And the thing that I do love after seeing I've seen 2 now on Zoom. Your Is God Is one, and the Heroes of the Fourth Turning one. Yeah. And I love that they attract a huge range of people, like all kinds of people. It's not just for one crowd, and the offerings are like just as diverse as the people there. And I think that's really something that should be celebrated and highlighted, is like to expect the unexpected, I would say. So thank you for sharing all of that hot topic. That makes me want to just sit in the sun, which means it's our
podcast.
I feel like I want that character in a show, and I don't know what show could contain whatever that was. I just can't wait to go back to the taping of this and listen to that. Maybe that's the soundbite from this episode. So Pank Forecast is where we check in about anything upcoming that we're excited about. So Jaylene, what do you have coming up? We've heard all about it, but let's plug it one more time.
The open mic, Minor Character, Monday, October 18th, 7 p.m. on Zoom. Register at wilmatheater.org/event/open-mic.
Yes, and of course, it's in relationship to this show, Minor Character by New Saloon at the Wilma Theater, starring yours truly and 7 of my friends. We are playing from October 5th through the 24th. It is live, and then after the 24th, it will be streaming, and you can go to Wilma Theater. That's all the same stuff that Jaylene just said. .org. But it is going to be better enjoyed in person. It will also be enjoyed online. So this takes us to
games. Let the shenanigans begin. Yeah.
You're on a roll. We need to go to an open mic right now. This is like you are being moved by the spirit, and we need to just keep riding the wave.
Listen, I have my morning energy. You all usually get me at night, 9
know,
o'clock. I get very sleepy.
I just gotta tell everybody, your morning energy is just, I've seen it just be a lot of eye rubs and sitting on the mats, leaning against the walls. I'm not throwing shade, but I will say that Jaylene's morning energy feels like a lot of other people's night energy.
No, he's a liar, because as you all can see, I have lots of energy. Right
lots
now.
of energy. I mean, she's drinking a gallon of iced coffee, y'all. She says it's chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll water.
It even says build life, build caffeine. Okay, so we're going to play 3 games. I'm so excited that everybody is tuning in. Maybe you're just getting on your lunch break and you just saw Jaylene and Justin on your screen and you're just like, what are they up to? Well, they're going to play games right now. They're going to play some Pank games. And our first one is called the Alphabet Game. Now, Jaylene, we haven't not been doing well on this, I don't think.
We haven't?
You have to keep it. We have to keep it moving. We have to keep it moving. No stalling.
That's what Janice said. Keep it moving.
She did. Yeah, she was talking to future us when she typed that. That was really good, Janice. Okay, Alphabet Game. What is our category, Jaylene?
Oh, I'm coming up with the category.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, here we are in morning time, so the category is breakfast brunch.
Breakfast brunch. Okay, breakfast brunch. A for avocado because you're eating it.
B for blueberry muffin.
C for cheese.
D for donuts.
E for everything bagel because that's breakfast.
F for fruit salad.
G for giggles with your friends at brunch.
H for ham and cheese sandwich.
I for that iced coffee.
J for jelly that you put on your biscuit.
K for knife to cut that breakfast sandwich to split with your friend.
L for a little lemon that you squeeze into your water.
Ooh, good. M for that's a good brunch.
N for no, I don't want no nasty food.
O for orange juice, please.
P for a little pepper that you might add to your eggs or something.
Yes. Q for quench. Ooh, that quenched my thirst. Ooh, that orange juice.
Yes. Q. R for roasted coffee.
S for salami. I'm gonna have a salami sandwich today.
T for that piping hot tea that you might have with your breakfast.
Yes. TU for umbrella. Oh, it's gonna rain here.
V for
Yep.
V for very sweet. That's how I like my iced tea. Very
We know everything. She likes everything sweet. QSTVW waffles. Let's have some waffles.
WX for extra guacamole on my toast.
Why? For yup, she wants some extra guacamole on her toast.
And Z for a little zest on top of your orange flavored donut.
Yeah. See, we kept it moved. You have used zest. Both of us have used zest. That's pretty much all we use. We need to think of a different one. for that one. Okay, I'm excited for this game. This one is a match game. Now, all of you at home, I would say you could play, but there is that 20-second delay, so we wouldn't even know your answers to which one. But Jaylene and I can choose from 3 choices. There's either bacon, egg, or cheese, and we have different categories here, and our goal is to match. Let's see. Do you think we can get, how many matches do you think we can get, Jaylene?
Oh gosh, I think we're gonna get 3 matches.
You don't have faith in us. I think we're gonna get, I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6 out of 10.
Pank Poppas, let us know in the comments how many matches you think we're gonna get. I think
we're gonna nail this. Okay, bacon, egg, or cheese. Ready? Okay, tell me when you've locked in. Most delicious.
Okay, locked in.
Locked in. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
that's 1. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Number 2 is the most versatile.
Okay.
The most
locked in.
Locked in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Cheese. That's 2. Yep. Okay. Now we're getting hard. Now we're throwing curveballs.
Okay. Janice says we're gonna get 7 matches.
All right.
My dad says we're gonna get 4.
Okay.
We got 2 so far.
Okay. Most likely to be on stage.
Okay. I'm locked in.
Wait. Okay, this one's hard. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Oh, wait, why do you think egg would be on stage?
No, cheese is my answer now that I think about it.
Yeah, and it's all up in minor character.
I know, it's definitely cheese. I don't know why I said egg.
It's not a match. It's not a match.
It's not a match. It's not a match.
Okay, here we go. The next one is, would make the best Halloween costume.
Okay, let me focus.
I gotta think on this one. Okay, I think I've locked in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Okay, we're at 3. Okay,
we're at 3. We both said egg for that one. Okay, this next one is would be the best friend. Would be the best friend.
The best friend. Okay.
Would be the best friend. Bacon, egg, or cheese. Which one would be the best friend?
I think I got it.
Okay, I think I've got it. 3, 2, 1. Cheese!
Are we at 4?
I think that's 4, yeah.
Yep, okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get to 6, I think.
Okay,
why did you choose cheese?
Because I just feel like cheese is the add-on.
Yeah, it goes with everything. I think it's just so easy going. Yeah.
Okay.
This one writes the best poetry. Bacon, egg, or cheese.
Okay.
I got it. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Egg. Bacon. Why does bacon write the best poetry?
I don't know. I just picture bacon as like a cool cat, you know?
I pictured bacon like the cool cat.
Why did you pick egg?
Because egg is so delicate. It's fragile. It's like light. It's easy to like overdo. There's poetry. It feels poetic.
I think egg does more literary poetry and bacon does more slam poetry.
You're right. They're 2 different circuits. But when they're together, they make the best. All right.
So
are we still at 4 or are we at 5?
Yeah, we're at 4. We have 4 matches.
Okay. Would totally flop at an open mic. Would totally flop at an open mic.
Flop. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
We just said that egg would do the poetry.
I know.
Bacon would do poetry. I'm thinking we would have went cheese.
But it was something in the way that you said flop. Like you were picturing like the flop of an egg. So I was like, oh, she's going to choose egg. She is code talking about egg.
No, I would have picked egg. But because we just said egg and bacon would do poetry, I said we got to go cheese.
Okay. We are going to get to this number 6 because we have 3 more questions we could possibly match on. Okay. Let's just keep thinking. Okay, this next one would be the strangest to see sitting out in the audience. I've got it.
Okay,
3, 2, 1. No, I said egg and you said bacon. Okay.
Can you imagine a long stick of crunchy bacon just sitting in the audience?
Now I can see when I saw bacon sitting in the audience, it was like a tiny piece of bacon in a big seat.
Okay.
But when I saw egg, I saw the egg costume from the Halloween costume. Okay, Jaylene, we have to get these next two to make our quota of 6.
Okay. Oh,
we've met yours, but we can do this one. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Everything rides on these two.
Okay.
Bacon, egg, or cheese. Which is the most like me? The most like Justin? Bacon, egg, or cheese?
Oh God, what are you gonna say?
Okay. I'm locked in.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yay! Oh my gosh, it's all coming down. We both said cheese. It's all coming down to this last one.
Why do you consider yourself most like cheese?
Because I'm cheesy. I'm a little bit cheesy, but also I go well with everything. Remember? Makes the best friend.
There you go.
Okay. Now this one is the most like you. Most like Jaylene.
Okay.
Bacon, egg, or cheese?
Okay.
I'm locked in. Okay.
All right. Here we
3,
go.
2, 1. Oh no! You said bacon and I said egg. Why did you say bacon?
Because again, bacon is like bam, bow. I'm
the cool cat.
The cool cat. I'm adding flavor. I'm adding flavor that is desired.
Oh man. See, I think you're like an egg because
why?
Because this is the one that can transform the most. This could be an omelet. It could be over easy. It could be an egg cake. It could be its own thing. It can be a part of another thing. It's delicious. It's also like the healthiest of those 3. I was like, so
I see that.
We did 5. I think 5 out of 10 is not so bad.
Yeah, it's better than my 3.
That was our bacon, egg, and cheese. And I also like that Janice said bacon's everybody's friend. I think it's true. When you're the cool cat, you're everybody's friend. Unless they're a vegan. Okay. We got time for one more game, which I'm so happy about, and is my favorite new game that we do, which is Smush.
Ooh, my mom said a good one. She said, egg cracks me up.
Oof.
That's a good one.
Oh
egg
man!
Crack. You see what she did there.
If our Pank Poppa Paul is watching on his lunch break, that he loves puns.
Well, but he's watching. He said, "I'm in a meeting, but this is just as fun to watch without sound."
Oh, I see. So that's so funny. So he's just seeing the visuals of what's happening on the screen. This is an audio podcast. Okay, so this next game is called Smush. Now, for those of you out there that don't know this, we take 3 different ideas, and the last word of each idea smushes into the next. So if we did Boys to Men and Blackjack, that would be like Boys to Men, the band, Men in Black, the movie, and Blackjack, the game. So, and we give each other the clues. We're going to go back and forth. Jaylene, you go first.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Mine are all breakfast themed. So the first part of this one is a song by Mark Ronson, but Bruno Mars sings it. Second part is a dance you do by flapping your elbows out to the side. And then the third part is a popular brunch entree, especially down south, that is savory and sweet.
Oh man, this is hard.
No.
Yeah. If our Pank Poppas can help me out there, give me number 2 and 3.
Okay. A dance you do by flapping your elbows out to the side. And your legs move too. I'm doing it. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last thing is a popular brunch entree, especially down south, that is savory and sweet.
Oh no. I don't think I have any of them.
No? Okay. The last one, a popular brunch entree. Come on. What's the opposite of pancakes?
Like French toast?
No. If you don't get a pancake, you get a. You said it in the alphabet game.
Egg.
Oh my gosh. If
French
you don't,
toast. If you don't get a pancake, you're gonna get the waffles.
Thank you. So the last one, look, the Pank Poppas are trying to help you out.
I see that. I see them over there.
So a popular brunch entree.
Yep.
You got it now?
Okay, there's funky chicken and waffles. Okay. Uptown funky chicken and waffles.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Lord have mercy.
Thank you to your family for just helping out.
They helped you out on that one. I thought you were gonna get that one easy peasy.
I know, but I think I'm stumped on mine that I'm about to give you. You ready?
Oh Lord, if you're stumped, okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is a former member of NSYNC and the most famous one.
Okay.
This is a chain of bodies of water up in the. It's the smallest where Niagara Falls is, but it's the smallest of those.
Mm-hmm.
And the last is a song, like an American patriotic song. By the dawn's early light. Okay, so the first is a former NSYNC, the most famous NSYNC member.
I have that.
The second is the body of water. It's also a place in Canada. Which is it's not a pond and not a river, but
I know the body of water, but it's the body of water plus a name, right?
Yes, and that name is a place in Canada, but it's also the name of the body of water, and it's one of 5 of those bodies of water that are all connected. The smallest one, and then the last one is that song. Ba da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
You're talking. The last clue is the title of that song.
Yes.
The Star Spangled.
No. It's not that. It's not the title. It's not the title. It's the first line of that song. Are the Pank Poppas gonna help us?
Justin Timberlake, Ontario. See what Ontario. Oh, I see what you did. Justin Timberlake, Ontario. Say, can you see? Oh my gosh.
That's it. Whew. I think we gotta save the other smushes. We gotta save the other 2.
Save them?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm slow on these ones today. And we got 4 minutes.
It's our show. Just one more. Just one.
Said like a true bacon.
One.
Said like a true bacon.
Here we go. One more, really quick. I want to see if you get this one. Okay. First thing, a popular breakfast food that is flat and you put syrup and butter on it. Okay. The title of a song by the band DNCE starring Joe Jonas. Dun, 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 dun. And then the last part is a 2001 American heist comedy film starring George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, John Cheadle, Bernie Mac, etc. He's not going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. Forget it. Forget it.
You were so confident in this one, though.
I was. He's not going to get it.
Listen, there are 2 people in the world that don't know anything about pop culture, and they are on the screen right now and in your ears.
Listen, I know about pop culture.
Every time We are with people that
I
start
don't know
references
about
to like.
movies. I don't.
You don't
That's
know about
true.
movies, but
That's true.
you just gave a movie clue.
Ooh, Janice is helping you out. She just doesn't know the middle part.
Yeah, I don't know the middle part either.
Talk to
Pancakes.
me, baby.
I know the song. I don't know what it's called.
It's this part.
Pancakes by the Ocean's 11. Pancakes by the Ocean's 11.
There you
There we go. Pancakes by the Ocean's 11. Okay, then I'm going to do one more, and it's also brunch themed. I'll save this other
Pancake
one.
by the Ocean's 11.
I'm going to save the other one. Okay. This one is a play, a famous American play about two brothers who are like, one is like a slob and one is really put together, and then they're like moving to their mom's place, and then they like switch. The one that was slobby becomes like orderly, and the one that was orderly becomes a slob. And it's a Sam Shepard, maybe Sam Shepard play. Okay, you'll get it when you get the others. Okay, the second one is an eggy dish that you eat that usually has like ham and onions and peppers and okay. And then the last one is a famous song from the movie Frozen that Elsa sings.
I got the last part. Let it go.
Okay. So then think about the middle one, which is like one that has like a lot has it's not this coast, but it's
the West Coast.
So what's that?
Western omelet.
Okay, yes. So then the first one is a play that is, it's not false, but
it's true.
True
Western? True Western Let it go.
There you go.
What's True Western?
True West.
What's true?
Okay, there you go. That's a play.
I knew I wasn't going to know it. I knew
but you got there. You got there. And that is that Pank Games. Here we are. We're at our closing. We made it through. I thought we weren't going to. I thought it's going to be a short episode.
But we made it. What are we doing
so,
now?
Jaylene, when is our next episode?
Our next episode. Is it in the banner?
It's on the screen.
It's on the screen. It's Wednesday, October 27th at 12 p.m. Again, another lunchtime episode. So we hope that you join us that day.
Yes. And now, as we round out our episode, thank you all for tuning in. It is time for our Pank freestyle, where Jaylene and I freestyle a poem, and we're not freestyle artists. Give me my category.
Just keep it all in the family with brunch, breakfast. That's your theme.
I'm sitting here at breakfast and brunch. My friends are here. It's almost time for lunch. We're laughing it up. We're having a good time. I can't wait for dinner when we all have our wine.
Yes!
Okay. Yours is I just can't get over it. Bacon. Cool cat bacon.
You know, bacon is something that is everyone's friend. I will love bacon until the end. Even if I'm a vegan, I can still appreciate the good taste. When it comes to putting bacon on a food, that food becomes something you don't want to waste.
Yes! I think that might be your first poem ever about bacon.
Yes.
There it was.
There it is. There it goes.
For all eternity. Well, before we go, let me give you a proverb, which is the sayings. I'm really terrible at idioms. So, Jaylene, give me a situation that calls for an idiom, and I will try my best.
I need an idiom about being able to make it through this 62-day fibroid elimination diet that I'm doing. So I need something about keeping going.
Oh, yeah. It's not a marathon. It's a sprint phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's a sprint thon. Great. Great. I'm going to take those words with me and
nice.
Yeah, those will be great for me. Okay, Pank Papas, we are at the end. If you would like to donate to us to keep this going, feel free to Cash App us at $PapaPank or at paypal.me/PapaPank, or you can just email us at papapank@gmail.com if if you would like to donate some other way. We really appreciate it. Helps to pay our guests, give them a little something. Also take care of our studio editor, Tracy A. Cassius. We love you so much. She is the reason why we even had this podcast. She is doing it all, and we appreciate her so very much. So if you'd like to support, please feel free.
Yeah, and thank you to all of you who already have supported. It means so much to us. We also want to thank Jordan McCree, who wrote our music. Tracy, again, we want to thank you out there, all of our past guests, and you, our followers, our Pank Papas. Thank you for those of you that are tuning in with us live now, and thank you to all of you that are listening to us after this is recorded. Please plug us on social media, subscribe to us on all the things. Yeah.
And with that, we will see you on the 27th. Oogie! Bye!